Hey there, Bram Sparrow here. You're watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals, where today, like every day, you get to watch me analyze 20 potential buy and hold properties with an initial analysis. On Saturdays, you get to see me do sort of a summary and roundup and draw some conclusions, look at some of them slightly deeper, and figure out if we find anything that's worth investing in. So, without any further ado, let's get started. And the routine is always the same. We're gathering data. We're sifting through stuff in the MLS and getting to know our markets. So I've grabbed the address and grabbed the asking price, and now I'm looking if there's some kind of estimate for rent, and that's 1900 for all intents and purposes. And then we see that what that does in our analysis tab. I also need to go back and check for taxes to 2300. We've seen, if you've been following, you've seen how much taxes fluctuate on what's ostensibly the same kind of building. And not just a little bit, thousands of dollars. So, one, obviously that makes a big a difference and an impact on cash flow, but more importantly, it's an opportunity that you might be able to identify to get taxes lowered. So something cash flow, something other potential investors might overlook. That's the positive side. It's also a cautionary tale because you might the property you're buying might have avoided the tax man for a while, and when you buy it, they're going to reassess, and then you're in the doghouse. So let's see what this one does. That goes, but not like that. Like that. Price stays the same. Let's see what our taxes look like. 2300. Okay. So this one is very similar. 253 minus 4%. Minus 253 minus 4%. And we're off to the next one. Initially, when I started looking at Carmel, I looked at absolutely everything. I only really picked Carmel because it's a little bit like the first time we looked at, meaning it's a suburb just of a very different city. The first was in New Jersey, being a suburb of New York, and this is a suburb of Indiana. But what we found was that it's full of mansions and full of really expensive houses that don't really make any sense as buy and hold rental properties. So I've changed the filter to only look at properties that are less than 300,000. To be honest, I don't think I'm interested in buying $300,000 properties, but it gives me something to look at. 2645. Minus 274 minus 4%. It gives me something to look at, and it's making some things obvious. as far as influence, the taxes are definitely one of them. So very far from a wasted experience. I'd be very surprised if I'd actually find something really interesting in this town. But that still makes it worth my while to spend a couple of weeks looking at the real estate. 24. What was it? Come on. I'm rushing. Or rather, I can't multitask. That's the problem. I can't multitask, which is why I'm losing the thread of the conversation. And there we go. We stick that in there, and now back to routine. Go back for the taxes, 2,400. And that gives us minus 223, minus 3%. Minus 223. And I said yesterday that I would stop doing the cash on cash here because it's kind of premature. And here I am still doing it because, you know, routines. Grab the price. So what are you guys looking at? What are you trying to get? And I'm going to the tax history again. Where are you searching? What are you having trouble with? Let me know. There's the comment field at the bottom. Just drop me a line and I'd be happy to see if I can help you with something. Or maybe someone else can help you with something. If you don't ask, you're not going to learn. 21. There we go. Back for taxes. And what's the taxes say? 24. Okay, that stays the same. 148 minus 2. 148 minus 2. Okay. And we're off to the next one. We haven't done this one yet. Okay. Over here and grab the price. And that's over. Not like that. Like that. And now go in here. 18. Let's just call it 1900. And then we do like that. And like that. And we go back for taxes. You see, this guy's he's paying double what other people are paying for a similar priced house. And there's the impact. Minus 450. And I think I know why I continue looking at the cash on cash. It's just, if you're looking at so many numbers, sometimes it's difficult to understand the intensity of the direction, meaning how badly are you losing money on your investment or how much you're making on it. And having that indicator there sort of gives you an idea. So it's more than just the dollar amount. It gives you a better indicator. So that's why I had it there. I guess that's why I'm keeping it. At least until I convince myself otherwise. And we said 1800. Yes. And there we go. Back for the taxes, 332. That's somewhere in the middle. And 249, 4%. 249. Okay, not like that. Minus 249. Okay. Next one. And also, there's all these fluctuations in rents that Zillow's coming up with. Now, to be honest, Zillow isn't the most accurate in getting market rents. It's enough for our purposes right now. But they're basing that on something. And if you get really interested in a region, in a neighborhood, understanding those fluctuations and determining whether or not they're real is something really, really fundamental that you need to wrap your head around. Minus 100. Did I remember correctly? Yep. Okay. And we're ready for the next one. Okay. And stick this. Not like that. What are we doing? Go away. There we go. Grab the price over here and back for the rent. 1,800. See what I mean? Almost the same price, almost $300 difference in rent. Which one of these represents the market, right? The lower one, the higher one, somewhere in the middle. That's what you got to find out. Look at those. Look at that. I mean, that's what in the world happened here with his taxes. It's something changed in tax law because the tax assessment was lower than it was in 12, yet the impact on the property taxes is close to $2,000. Go figure. That's and maybe, I don't know, he dug a pool or whatever. But those are things that you really, really have to understand. That was $400. Not over there. Over here, minus 6%. Oh, that's so annoying when that happens. Okay. Price rent 1,500. Okay. We stick the 1500 over here and we go back for taxes. And it's 1200. Minus 114 minus 2. Minus 114 minus 2. Are we going to find something that cash flows today? Go away. There we go. Let's see. Who knows, right? Go over here and 1800. Let's do it. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. And we needed some taxes. 3,800. That's not going to cash flow. It's not as bad as I thought. Again, the rent ratio is pretty decent. Probably that's what's keeping things sort of okay. And there we go. 126 minus 126 minus 4 or 02? 02. Okay, next. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like exercise, I tell you. Just gotta get into the routine. And you just gotta talk to yourself. No rent available. What we're going to do is assume our median market rent rate. We have 225 at 0.65 gives us, let's call that 1500. Okay, let's see what that does. And back for taxes. No taxes, we're assuming a percent of the asking price. And now we're losing 225 and 4%. Minus 225 minus 04. Next. Grab the price and see if we have anything on rent. 1,700. Okay, so that was a little bit below, probably. No matter. That's still not going to fix. Another $200 is not going to fix that. Okay. $1,700. What's the taxes say? 4,000. That's going to screw in. 282. 3%. 5%. Minus 282. Minus. Come on. Minus 282. Tab. There we go. -5. And we're ready for the next one. Do that. Do this. And then we go back here. Let's see what we got. 1700. Check for taxes. Jeez. What was it? Yeah. 41.56 minus 333. 6%. Minus 333 minus. Okay. And we're off to the next. Any more here? Here we go. See what this brings us. Okay, that's certainly cheaper. Anything on rents? 1280. That's interesting. Let's see what that does. Okay, just gotta get the taxes. Let's call that 800. And you see, now we found one. Now we found one. 238. And why am I looking over here? 238. 9%, and I'm still going back and forth. That's 9%, and I'm going to pause for a sec because my son woke up. Here. Okay, let's look at the next one. There we go. See what this one brings us. That's over here. And then this one's here. And let's see what else we can grab. 2,000. We stick that over here. We go over here for that, and let's see what the tax man has to say. 47, 727, and we're losing almost 400 bucks. Minus 6%. Minus 398. Minus 0.6. Okay. Next. Address and grab that teeny weeny little price. Put that over here. Rent we want to see. 1650. Let's see where that takes us. 1650 back for taxes. 1500. 55 bucks, 1%. That's our second cash flower of the day. Barely, but still. Go away. Let's see what this guy does. we go. $2,500. That's interesting. Let's see if his taxes screw him or not. Because that is indeed interesting. Taxes 31. That's not too bad. And there we go. Another one. 402, 8%. 2 and 8%. And there we go. Now, mind you, the ones that are cash flowing are the ones that are on auction. So that doesn't mean that that's actually a realistic final sales price, but it might get us to the point where we understand what our maximum offer could be, our maximum purchase price, and we just make an offer. It's the worst thing that can happen. They say yes. There we go. 4,000. Minus 72, minus 2%. Grab this one. Grab the price. God, that red's ugly. That's over here. $2,100. There we go. Taxes 24. Minus 144, minus 2. Minus 144, minus 2. And that's really it, but seeing as we're already here, I'm just going to finish up the block. Over here and grab that. And there we go. Rent. Have we got an estimate? Yep. 1950. 1950 back for the taxes, and that's 2,000 minus 30, 0%. All right, guys, that's it. Another 21 houses we looked at today. My name is Bram Spiro. You've been watching Buy and Hold Fundamentals. I'll see you tomorrow.